direkt. Hello guys, and here we are again today, so the second video in one day, which is crazy because I sometimes take like 4 days to make one single video, but well, this one is just for some really interesting news.
You're teasing me, you naughty.
Almost as awesome as today's sponsor. Today's video sponsor is GVG Mode, bringing you all the software deals you need, like Windows 10, Windows 11, Office 2021 with a new Windows 11 design, and even Windows Server 2022. For all of these, you can use my SKG discount code for 25% off, getting a Windows 10 serial key for only $16. Then use the key on your Windows settings, and you'll have an activated system. In case you don't know, AMD's FSR3 plugins have been made public, meaning that by going to the GPU Open website, you can download the whole FSR3 package and even download the Unreal Engine 5 FSR3 plugin, which makes FSR3 implementation as easy as it can be. And by the way, in case you like to watch some data, you also have some tables with the quality modes FSR3 presents, and down below you have FSR3's performance overhead in milliseconds. Well, at least I thought it was interesting since these results are without asynchronous computing, meaning that latencies can get reduced if developers implement async computing. And just some days after this, precisely yesterday, AMD just made everything open source. They basically went full steam ahead and delivered the full source code for DirectX 12 and Unreal Engine, meaning that even the poorest developer can now not only integrate FSR3, but can also alter it if needed. And this is extremely awesome because it means that the normal stands like me and most of you can actually implement FSR3 without any touch from the developers, as long as we get the, as long as we have the knowledge for it, of course. And it seems that some modders already did, with the first integration of FSR3 Frame Generation Mod being for The Last of Us Part 1 on PC, of course, and Dead Space. And these mods were made by LookFZ, which already had presented free DLSS Frame Generation mods in the past, for example for Starfield, although these ones aren't free yet, and you need to be a patron of the modder to access the Discord channel, his Discord channel in this case, to download the mod and then follow the instructions to make it work. And according to a Reddit post made by the user Unsiler825 that already has the mod, I assume he's a patron of LookFZ maybe, and this video on YouTube, the mod uses Streamline. And according to another user called CPT Tombstone, Streamline is an interposer that DLSS3 uses for simple integration into games. With his own words, if that is indeed the case, that means that an FSR3 Streamline plugin could be used in all games that support DLSS3 at the moment. This is the idea behind Streamline, by the way. Nvme released Streamline as an open source interposer, so other hardware vendors, Intel and AMD, could create plugins for their upscaler and more, and developers would only have to integrate Streamline once, and then the user could just choose which upscaler they want to use. And this means that you not only have already working mods that don't need any touch from the developers, in this case The Last of Us 1, The Last of Us Part 1 and Dead Space, but you also have the possibility of, once again, the possibility of having FSR3 Frame Generation in all titles that use the DLSS Frame Generation. And this does not apply only for the AMD cards, but also applies for the Nvidia cards. So Nvidia users can actually rejoice because Nvidia did not allow them to use Frame Generation on the 3000 series and below, so only the 4000 series cards can use the Frame Generation from Nvidia, but even the users from Nvidia can use these mods to enable FSR3 Frame Generation and use the Frame Generation on their older generation cards. So it is a win-win situation, and we're basically doing here what we did in the past for the upscalers, for example with the DLSS. Some games that still do not support the DLSS like Control or Plague Tale Requiem, and we just changed some DLLs, we changed some things. Well, the modders kind of do their thing and we just copy some DLLs and so on, and the game actually unlocks FSR as DLSS. And that's a very nice thing, and I'm eager to see how many mods we'll see in the next week since the source code has been open. And we already have one more game that supports it officially, which is one of the Yakuza games. We have mods already, we have more official supports, and I believe that well, an avalanche of things will come in terms of FSR optimizations and of course FSR integrations into games, since once again it is open source and anyone can integrate FSR and frame generation into their games. And well guys, that's all for today's video. I really just wanted to let you know of this in case you aren't much into these kind of news. I just really wanted to let you know that FSR3 games and frame generation games are coming for all users, including Intel and Nvidia ones, and that is a very nice thing, and I'm eager to see how many modders and how many mods we'll see in the next week or in the next 2 weeks or in the next months. We will have lots of officially supported games with FSR3, of course, because the implementation is really easy now, but we'll also have lots of mods for the games that won't be supported, meaning that AMD users will actually rejoice, Nvidia users will rejoice, and Intel users will rejoice as well. You can't go wrong with this. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Leave your comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about the topic. If you think that more mods will come really soon, if you think that the integrations will get faster and faster, and if you think that FSR3 and FSR3 Frame Generation are worth it or not. In my opinion, if decently well implemented, like for example in Avatar, well, it is definitely a win-win situation because you just have it there. In some cases it works really nice, so once again it is a win-win situation. In others it is not really needed, so it is more like if you need it, for example, to go from 80 to 160 FPS, it is nice. Otherwise, if you are already having 100, 110, I see no need unless you have, for example, a 240Hz monitor or over that. But that's just me. Once again, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!